What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Car Mr. Reg, and welcome back to another video. And before we start off with the video, I just want to say Happy New Year's. This will be the first video of year 2026. I'm so excited about this year, but anyways, let's get into the video before this camera decides to cut off again, because I done made this intro heck of time. We're going to be going to the G. We're finna go to full throttle performance, get coolant, all the coolant work done, so heater holes, thermostat, coolant flush, differential fluid, and transmission fluid. So a whole bunch of preventative maintenance is going on today. I know y'all haven't seen the G in a very, 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 very long time, so it's kind of like an update on that as well. The G is still looking great. It's been garage kept and everything like that. I'm in the Q50 right now, on my way to the G right now. So I go out there, go see the guys at Full Throttle. I haven't been out there in a minute, honestly, since I have put these cats on in like 2024 of the Q. So haven't been out there for a minute, and should be a good time filming some maintenance stuff for y'all, and you know, get back into the groove of things in year 2026. I do want to say I'm starting a new channel, Every Day with Reg. Pretty much it's a vlog lifestyle channel. I don't know, all my OGs will remember. Y'all remember when I had Car Talks with Reg? Well, I'm canceling that on this channel, and I'm bringing it over to the second channel. So if you guys like that series, definitely go subscribe to Every Day with Reg. It will be in the description below. It's probably popping up on the screen, and it will be in the description below. Please, please, please support that channel. Let's get that channel, man, I'm not even asking for much. Try to get that channel to like 500 subscribers. And I don't know if the video is out already. I'm pretty sure probably one video is probably out already, maybe the intro, but go ahead and check it out. Be doing a lot of stuff on there as far as Car Talks with Reg, vlogs, you know, my fitness journey, and a whole bunch of stuff, because I ain't gonna lie, like I done lost a lot of weight, then I gained a lot of weight back. So I'm trying to get back onto that. New year, trying to just, you know, shred all the bad stuff away from me, and, you know, keep it positive this year. But anyways, enough of that. I know you guys haven't seen me in a while. You know, I got braids now. I can't really show y'all because I'm driving, but yeah, your boy got braids. You know, I look different, I feel different. We're going into 2026 with all positivity, and you know what I'm saying, I want to bring this YouTube thing back. I want to try to, like, at least record a video a week for y'all for car adventures. So at least drop a video every Friday. I'm gonna try my best, and we're gonna go back to the old school style videos where I was talking about the cars or riding in it and doing stuff like that. So, you know, I come up with some content to, you know, kind of bring the Car Adventures with Reg channel back and give y'all the videos that, you know, you guys love back in the day. So yeah, that, and then like I said, Every Day with Reg. That channel will probably be uploaded more frequently, just because of the type of videos I can make on that channel, which is a lot easier or whatever. So yeah, so we're gonna have a good day today. I'm just glad it's not raining. It's been pouring in the Bay Area for a very, very, very long time, it seemed like. So it's just good to see, like, the blue skies and stuff like that, and we outside, we ride. My car was frosted today. Yeah, I had to sit outside and wait until the car, like, defrosts and stuff. It was crazy. But anyways, I'm gonna turn the camera off, and then when I get to the G, I'll show you guys the G. It's probably just a little bit dirty, because I haven't washed it in a while. You know, when even if it's in the garage, it collects dust and stuff like that. But anyways, I'll show you guys the G when I get there and start recording a little bit when I get to the G. Alright, y'all, as y'all can see, I'm in the G35, like I said. So here's all the stuff that I need for the coolant. 2 gallons of coolant. I got a heater hose in there and the thermostat, and I got all like the transmission fluid right there. Ready to go. Let me show y'all the coupe. Coupe looking nice. Needs to get washed. Got some bugs in the front because, you know, I've been driving it. Like I said, I need to go ahead and get it washed, but the coupe still look clean, y'all. The coupe is still here, still standing. Walking around the back so y'all can see. It is super duper cold outside, like hecka cold. Coupe still looking nice. Coupe still looking clean. So can't argue with that. See, it's still looking clean inside. But honestly, y'all, I'm about to head up to Rancho Cordova. It's about like an hour something away from here, and then as soon as I get there, I'll start turning on the camera. I'm actually going to be recording for the other channel because, like I said, I got like a whole hour until I get there. Some more Car Talks with Reg episodes, so definitely go hit the description and follow that page if you guys are interested. And yeah, all right, y'all, as y'all can see, we finally made it to Full Throttle Performance, and so mad because I got a rock chip right there. Big old rock just came and hit my glass. I'm like, dang, bro, that's why I hate driving on 80 where it's a lot of trucks and stuff. Like, bro, this is crazy. But anyways, here, finna go ahead and check in and let them know I'm here. All right, y'all, I'm in the shop right now. Got the G opened up, about to go ahead and get all the work done. Like I said, the coolant, transmission, and all the stuff. And then here's my guy right here at Full Throttle, Charlie. Go ahead and introduce yourself. What's up, and everything you do.
My name's Charlie.
All right, y'all, sorry about that. My battery like collapsed on the GoPro, but here I am with Charlie at Full Throttle Performance. Go ahead and shout yourself out on whatever you do.
All right, so my name is Charlie. I run a shop here called Full Throttle Performance. It's me and Connor, and we specialize in Nissan Infiniti. Anything from full engine rebuilds, VR conversions, anything basically that relates to VQ-35 DE, VQ-37, VHR, HRs, VHR, VRs, VR-30s, VR-38s. So anything from GTRs down to like KAs and SRs. So we've done everything basically on the higher performance end of Nissan Infiniti. And today we're going to be taking care of Reggie. And I forgot, we're located in Sacramento, California, specifically Rancho, so NorCal area. So if any of you guys ever need anything done, hit us up.
And these are the guys who did my VR swap in the Q50. I was like, probably not the first one, but one of the first couple of ones that came up in here with the VR swap, and they hooked me up. So if you guys are interested in the VR swap, I definitely say go here. This is the guy right here who did everything. And
if you guys have any questions about a VR swap, you can find us on Instagram. We've been doing VR conversions for about 6 years now. So our first one is about 6 years ago. And since then, I mean, we've probably done easily, you know, over 100. I mean, we went through a time period where we were doing like 2 or 3 a week. So if you guys have any questions, or if you guys want to come by and have a VR conversion done, it's we've came a long way since. It's not worth it to just do a valve body replacement anymore. It's better to actually do the VR conversion, because we're starting to see the 14, especially the 1415 Q50s. The transmissions are just failing back to back to back. The P0720 code, P0700, P0705, or P0500 sometimes, but mainly the P0720 is what throws the car into limp mode, and it's not worth it trying to replace the valve body. You might as well just do the conversion. It costs a little bit more in the short term, but it'll save you a lot more in the long run. Oh, another common question that we get is, what do I need? So now we came a long way since the beginning. We used to modify the cross member. There's companies out there like I think it's Soho Motorsports in Southern California. They actually have like a transmission brace, transmission mount and stuff just made, and then you can buy the custom drive shaft if you have a G37 or a 370Z. But what we tend to tell people, if you have a 14 or a 15 Q50, you're going to need a drive shaft from a VR, so 2016 and up VR drive shaft. You're going to need a VR transmission mount, so 2016 and up VR transmission mount, and then the cross member. If you have a Q50, then the VR is the same chassis as the VHR. So you can use the VR cross member that bolts to the transmission mount, and that allows you to directly bolt everything up, and then all you have to do is modify the bell housing.
That's it. Okay, so yeah, that was another common question I had too. So I guess we could get on to the video now. And so what we doing today? Well, I kind of already told them, but
So we're doing a thermostat, coolant flush. We're going to knock out the bleeder valve in the back while we're doing the cooling system. And we're going to do the differential fluid and trans fluid. So we got everything laid out right here, and we're going to start knocking everything out.
Perfect. And one quick question before we start. Is this one of the cleanest G's that you've seen?
It is actually very clean. Yeah.
Good.
And the service history is pretty mint. We were going through the service history when we pulled it up in the office, and it's got a very, very, very clean car and very good service history on it as well.
Cool. I always ask that because a lot of people, they're like, oh man, you got a clean G. Like, I never seen nothing like that. No rips in the seats, nothing, just clean. So I just wanted to ask you, so is this one of the cleanest G's you've seen?
It's very clean.
Okay.
I mean, especially, it looks like it's relatively stock as well.
Yeah.
It's like stock suspension, stock wheels. These are the nicer wheels too. These didn't even come on this year, actually.
Yeah, I actually bought them on Facebook Marketplace for $500. They was all scratched up. I got the rims fixed and everything, so now they look brand new. So
No, it's very clean.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, y'all. So as he start working, you guys already know what I do. I time lapse, so enjoy the video.
This is just to see how much comes out of your trans.
Okay.
Generally, if you get the trans up to like 104 degrees, we don't need to know exactly how much comes out, but it's always nice to see if you have a slipping issue because of low fluid.
Oh, okay. It look like it's not too dirty, right?
Come on, let me see your flashlight. Does it still look red?
Yeah, it looks so.
Does it look red or brown?
Uh,
It looks pretty brown.
yeah.
I'm colorblind, so here you go, Con.
Maybe me too.
Doesn't smell burnt, so it's just dirty.
That's good. It is a little dirty, y'all. I don't know if you guys remember when I put this car on the dyno, and I was all sad about it because Eugene told me that my transmission is slipping. So he recommended me to do like a fluid change or get another transmission. So it looked like it was just dirty. So hopefully, maybe later in the next couple of months, we could put it back on the dyno to see if it changed, and maybe we could still do the whole E85 thing.
Pretty good. Not too much metal.
Oh, that's good.
That was great. Fluid doesn't look too bad.
G's in a good condition, y'all. I told you I keep this car clean. Y'all be thinking I'm lying. But he did tell me I need a new dip bushing. Oh yeah, look at this. Crack. Golly. And then we found out that the transmission has 3 quarts of transmission fluid in there, so that could have been the problem as well. And then the coolant is still draining. All right, guys. So if you guys decide, if you have a 2003 to I think it's 2007 G35, they take the green, right? Usually come with green fluid.
Yeah, well, they updated the coolant in
Like with the HR, right? When they did the HR? Okay. So if you have a DE, pretty much you'll have green fluid. So,
but you can use the blue.
But you can use the blue. I bought the green, and what I didn't realize is that it's a straight concentrate. So what you want to do is you want to mix it with distilled water, because you don't want straight concentrate going into your car. So I didn't know that. Thought I should just share it with you guys, just in case if you're doing it on your own or.
Yeah, you don't want to use hose water because it contains minerals, and those minerals, like distilled water is just pure water. There's nothing else in it.
Mm-hmm.
If you use hose water, there's minerals in it, and that causes corrosion. It can cause rust on the inside of the motor. So anything that's metallic, anything that's metal, it'll cause corrosion and rust. So you want to use distilled water.
You learn something new every day, y'all. That's what you have to do. But like you said, if you have...
The system takes about 2 gallons. We're just going to go a gallon to gallon to make a 50-50.
50-50 blend?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Looks like the new heater hose is coming in right now. I always would suggest you guys changing those out. Y'all know what happened with me and my G37, and it left me stranded at a gas station. So I learned my lesson from then. I always go ahead and get it fixed, and always best to get the Z1. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll show you guys later, but always best to get the Z1 instead of the OEM one, because I guess it's like some
Metal over plastic.
yeah, it's plastic. So get that one. It's way better. Okay, you said this was a difficult because of getting the gasket to stay on there.
Getting the gas. That's usually why we coat it.
Uh-huh.
So try to get it to stick, which I might put. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a little bit more on here.
I was asking Connor earlier. I was saying that is these cars difficult because of like how much room that you get to work with?
Like limited space. Not so much these ones. The VR's more.
What's your favorite Infiniti or Nissan to work on?
Honestly, the VHR is probably my favorite to work on. I like how easy it is to pull the plenum. This has like
Bunch
30
of stuff.
bolts. I mean, I think there's 20 for the top. Off the top of my head, I think there's about 20 just to pull the upper plenum. Then the lower collector, there's another 8. And then like with the VHR, you disconnect a couple of hoses, the coolant hoses that go to the throttle bodies and stuff like that. And then you take out like 8 bolts and the whole thing just lifts right up. It's nice.
Yeah. So more so for the convenience.
Yeah.
What is this cool gadget right here?
It's to pull a vacuum on the cooling system, so that way we can fill it with just coolant and there's no air in the system.
Oh, okay. First startup, y'all. She back alive. New thermostat down there. Heater hose right here, fresh coolant, new transmission fluid right here. Called a little tune-up, pretty much what fluid change, so we can keep it running for a long time. All right, you guys, look like everything is done. What would you guys say? Like, is it clean? Is it bad condition?
Great condition.
Great condition?
Honestly,
Cool.
out of them.
In today's market.
Cool.
Yeah, in today's market, yeah.
Cool.
Especially with all these sideshows, stuff,
Yeah.
street takeovers and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I plan to do it. Keep it in the garage. Yeah.
No, this is a clean title, right?
Yeah. Clean title.
Honestly, this is going to be worth money, I feel like.
Later down the
The
line.
interior is very clean. The car is very clean. Everything looks like it's very well kept.
Yeah.
This is probably like in the last few years. This is probably one of the cleanest G's to come in.
Oh,
So
appreciate it. Appreciate it.
we just get a lot of cars like this.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool though. I mean, it don't look too bad. Like compared to what I be seeing, like mismatched
the
bumpers.
interior
Oh,
is collapsed.
oh, it's bad.
That door is dented. Like it needs a lot of work.
This is your Oakland special.
I mean, the outside isn't too bad, but when it runs, it drives.
Uh-huh.
The thing is it definitely was like a takeover car.
Yeah, you could tell.
And
Yeah,
the interior's been like, the seats are all ripped out.
Uh-huh.
The center console's all taken apart.
Ooh.
I mean, I picked it up for $400.
Oh, that's not bad.
And it
Yeah.
runs and drives, clean title. So.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, that's good. And you plan on like fixing it up and selling it, or you wanna?
Well, we haven't actually made our mind up yet.
Okay.
But
I think you should do like a shop car, like a
that's
sick
what
build
I was
for a
thinking
shop
about,
car.
Just like completely restore.
Yeah.
Just like a stock car.
Uh-huh.
Like completely restore it. That's actually this engine is going to be...
Film it.
Yeah, that's what
Film the process.
We already started. That's why I have
Okay.
to go over there in the lights out here.
Uh-huh.
So we're actually going to rebuild this motor. We're going to do a series with... so check it out. We went on rockauto.com and we bought all of the cheapest possible parts, like the cheapest piston rings, bearings, connecting rod bearings, main bearings, thrust washers. Everything is super cheap, like engine tech. So and we're gonna take all the measurements of this motor, spec everything out. We actually, when we do builds, we have a whole engine spec sheet, so we measure everything out: cylinder bores, block distortion, main bearing clearances, connecting rod bearing clearances, like piston to wall clearance, all that kind of stuff. And we're gonna measure everything out, take note of everything, and then we're gonna build the motor with stock internals. So that's what we've got over here. We just cleaned everything up. Stock internals, and hone the cylinders to get the cross hatching correct, and then we're gonna throw this engine. I'll probably throw this engine in my car for now, my drift car, because I just want to run the hell out of the engine and see if it'll last. And then we'll see if we're gonna throw it in here. If it holds up good and the compression and everything is still good, then we'll probably end up throwing it in this car, so it'll have a rebuilt motor.
Oh, nice.
And I'll go through all the suspension, all that kind of stuff. That's what we were kind of thinking of.
I think you should do it. Be good content too.
Series on this. This
yeah,
is gonna
nice.
be a fun one because
is this a VHR?
This is a DE.
Oh, it's a DE.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Same motor as in your car.
Oh, I didn't know. It looked like a VHR. Oh no, smaller.
The DEs have this right here. The, Coolant, the VHRs have the bypass in the middle.
Oh yeah, it has the little 3. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I think you guys gonna get a lot of traction with that. People love seeing builds and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
especially something that I'm trying to do the entire build. Like I bought the car for $400. All the parts for this, including timing chains and everything, were only like $600.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah.
Water pump, timing chains, all that stuff. Everything is new from Rock Auto.
Oh, nice.
And we're trying to do the entire build of this car for less than $2,000 to like kind of restore it. Not like interior.
Yeah,
stuff,
but just like
a budget.
Yeah.
Build. Like I was thinking about doing like a baby angle kit on it, trying to show people that you can get something, and if you take your time, you can actually rebuild something. And with some basic knowledge and some tools.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and link their YouTube in my description below, so you guys go ahead and follow that. And their Instagram will be in my description below too. It probably already came up when he started talking. Y'all definitely give him a follow on Instagram and YouTube, because like I say, he's gonna do this build. And it definitely sounds interesting with this G right here. So y'all go ahead and check them out. And a lot more dope stuff coming on the channel too, right?
Yeah,
okay,
we're gonna start a lot more filming here soon. We already started filming, and then I broke my phone and I lost everything.
Yeah.
So I'm not able to log back in, and so I lost a bunch of stuff. So that's why this has kind of been on hold. And restarting the channel has kind of been on hold because I lost all the stuff on my phone. Yeah.
But new stuff is coming, y'all, so y'all stay tuned. Yeah. They got an R34 in the shop, and I forgot to record that. It's gonna have a V8 going inside of there, so that's gonna be clean. Y'all know I love them R34, so that's gonna be clean. Hopefully we'll come back and we'll be able to see it when it's running. Coupe is all finished up now, y'all. Everything is clean and good to go. Appreciate you guys for helping me out and helping out the G. All right, y'all, as y'all can see, back in the coupe, man. Everything is done. Everything is good. Just happy that everything is done, so it gives me a peace of mind, so I don't need to, freak out and worry that if my car gonna overheat, or got brand new transmission fluid and brand new diff fluid as well, so everything is good. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Also follow Full Throttle Performance. We'll be back up there shortly with the Q50, and then we could break down the whole process of that VR swap, so definitely stay tuned for that. I'll catch y'all on the next one.